who was at that time the director of COPE. And I think that one of the things is that people have a fear really of finding out about some of the things, some of the calamities that they think that they might befall them, and so they don't pay any attention to it, or they try to simply stick their heads in the sand. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, exactly. And again, I like to stress that now it's not like this is 98, this ain't 88. And now they have better treatments, people are living longer, disease progression is at a slower rate. As a matter of fact, this year is the first year we've seen a drop in AIDS-related deaths. Now that's not to say that new infection rates are not going up, but AIDS-related deaths in and of itself is decreasing. That's because people are living longer with the disease. And now they have great testing. They can test now to see exactly where you are in the stage of the disease. That's with the viral load testing. They've even came up with 2 tests out of the Geneva meeting that they can even test now which drugs are becoming resistant to the virus and causing it to replicate and mutate. So now they're doing great work, you know. So it's best that a person know their status, and it's best that they seek treatment and have a very good working relationship with the physician.
But you know, that also has a relationship to our community's attitude about HIV and AIDS. And in the African American community, well, in the United States, in and of itself, when AIDS first became known and an epidemic, it was initially associated with gay white males. Then that was West Coast, and the East Coast it was IV drug users. So the stigma of being in any of those populations is enough to bring shame and guilt and all kinds of negative feelings. And when the community responds in that way, oh, the person got what they deserve, oh, their behavior made them, oh, some are innocent, some are guilty, then it makes it less likely for a person to come forward as courageously as Ron has to educate others, to let the community know that, you know, we're here and looking like you and me and everybody else, but yet you have to be more compassionate as a community and supportive. And so many of the, I think, people who may be walking around infected who have never been tested don't want to deal with the subsequent emotional baggage that may come with having a diagnosis of positive because of the stigma.
And one other thing with that is, and what that does is, and what's happening is, people in Africa.
Let me interrupt here, and of course we're going to have to take this break, and we'll be back with you following this short commercial break. I should have let you break in there. We're talking to Ms. SDennie.